It is the honor of a lifetime to be the first to welcome you to the Steve Jobs Theater. It's open, transparent, it brings the outside in. We have one of the world's largest on-site solar installations right here. Last quarter, Apple Watch grew over 50% compared to the previous year. This is incredible. The #1 watch in the world.
Now, you'll see your heart rate right on the watch face so you can keep an eye on it with just a raise of the wrist. The next generation of Apple Watch. Introducing Apple Watch Series 3, and it has cellular built in. You can stream 40 million songs on your wrist. Siri is quicker than ever, and thanks to the new processor, Siri can talk. And we've added a barometric altimeter. The display itself is the multi-frequency antenna for both LTE and UMTS. We integrated an electronic SIM, and it's a fraction of the size. Series 3 comes in a wide variety of cases and bands. That's Apple Watch Series 3, cellular, GPS, swim-proof, 70% faster dual-core processor, and it still has all-day battery life up to 18 hours across a mix of LTE with cellular at $399 and a version without cellular that has all the other great features at just $329, and availability will be September 22nd.
I am so excited to introduce Apple TV 4K.
This is an image in 4K. It's got incredible detail. While 4K is about the number of pixels, HDR is about better pixels. Look at the color, the details. Apple TV can do this because it supports the industry standard HDR10 as well as Dolby Vision, and even at night you can see incredible details in the buildings and the cars on the road. CPU performance is more than twice as fast as the current Apple TV. If you bought one of those movies in HD from iTunes, we're gonna automatically upgrade them to 4K HDR at no additional charge, and it ships just a week later.
Over the last 10 years, we've reimagined or invented numerous technologies to create just that experience. We changed the way people communicate with features like iMessage and FaceTime, with Touch ID and our wallets with Apple Pay. We can create devices that are far more intelligent, and it gets started right now.
So excited to tell you all about the new iPhone 8 and the new iPhone 8 Plus. It has glass in both the front and the back. Silver, space gray, and a beautiful new gold finish. So microscopically sealed for water and dust resistance. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have new stereo speakers as well. A11 Bionic. The 64-bit design, 4.3 billion transistors, 6-core. They're 25% faster than the high-performance cores in the previous industry-leading A10 chip. Graphics processing unit, or GPU. This is a 3-core design. It's 30% faster than the graphics in the previous A10. And the GPU also is incredible for machine learning apps. First time to help reduce noise, it has hardware-enabled multi-band noise reduction. 83% more light, and it provides it's more power efficient at the same time. The wide-angle camera has an f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization. The telephoto camera has f2.8 aperture and actually changes the lighting of the contours over your face. And that happens while you're composing the shot. And we analyze the 2 million tiles every second, looking for details like texture and edges. This video was shot on an iPhone in 4K. It's amazing. And AR greatly benefits from the new A11 Bionic chip. The CPU handles world tracking.
This is something that would have been hard to do with pinch and zoom. The sound increases. And if a solid object gets between you and the action,
we're enabling the freedom of wireless charging. As we're building into iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, wireless charging with Qi to the Retina HD displays, the new A11 Bionic chip, and wireless charging. It's going to start with twice the capacity at 64 gigabytes and have a second one at 256 gigabytes. It will be $699. iPhone 8 Plus will have the same 2 configurations, and it will be priced on September 22nd.
One more thing. Now, 10 years later will set the path for technology for the next decade. This is iPhone 10. It is the biggest leap forward since the original iPhone.
The display fits edge to edge, top to bottom. The band is made from a surgical grade stainless steel that's both durable and polishes to a beautiful finish. Two beautiful finishes, space gray and silver. The Super Retina display is 5.8 inches on the diagonal, and that's over 2.7 million pixels. This is the highest resolution and pixel density ever in an iPhone. The Super Retina display uses OLED technology, supports HDR in both the Dolby Vision and HDR10 formats. It integrates our unique 3D touch technology right into the display. And like iPhone 8, it includes True Tone. How do you wake up your iPhone 10? But now you can also just tap on the screen. So now, when you want to go to the home screen, you simply swipe up from the bottom and you go home. So if you're in an app and you want to multitask, you just swipe up from the bottom, you pause for a split second, and you're in multitasking. The side button in, which has been made larger, once you press it in, you can just talk to Siri. The iPhone 10, your iPhone is locked until you look at it and it recognizes you. Face ID. To make Face ID possible, it took some of the most advanced technology we have ever created. There's also the proximity sensor, the ambient light sensor, the speaker and microphone, all packed into this true-depth camera system area. Every time you glance at your iPhone 10, it detects your face with the flood illuminator, even in the dark. The dot projector projects out over 30,000 invisible IR dots. Create a mathematical model of your face to see if it's a match and unlock your phone. Now, this all happens in real time. It all happens invisibly. You don't see these things going off. And with that, they developed multiple neural networks to create Face ID. In our pockets, in our phones, is an A11 Bionic chip with a built-in neural engine. It's our highest density computing ever. It's a dual-core design. It can perform over 600 billion operations per second. But for all of us, it's just super easy and fun to use. And it tells you how to move your head around in the camera so Face ID can recognize your face. And that's it. You do that once when you set it up. All the processing is done on iPhone 10 and not sent to a server. Your iPhone 10 and unlock it with their face is about 1 in a million. Face ID also works with Apple Pay. So to pay for things, you just double tap the button on the side. You look at iPhone 10 to authenticate and hold it near the payment terminal to pay. It uses the innovative TrueDepth camera system. It works with Apple Pay, and it works with third-party apps. You can pick from a dozen different animated emojis to share and express whatever you want to express to your family and friends.
So here we are, and you see this expansive display. If you just raise it, look at it, and swipe right up to get started. Now, the TrueDepth camera behind Face ID isn't just about authentication. The tracking is just unreal. Let's check out this one. Now, look at the detail over the eyes.
iPhone 10 has dual 12-megapixel sensors, dual cameras, both a faster sensors, wider sensors, just like in iPhone 8. New deeper pixels. There's an f1.8 aperture. There's also a better quad LED two-tone flash that has twice the uniformity of light on our subjects. Because now with selfies, you can take portrait mode photos as well. A 64-bit, 6-core design, 4.3 billion transistors. Our new second-generation performance controller that uses all 6 cores at once. The neural engine, and of course, the secure enclave to protect our Face ID data. So I think it's important to tell you that we've increased it. Yes, it has Qi charging through the glass back, and it will work with the Qi charging devices, like the ones that we mentioned earlier from Mophie and Belkin. It's a mat that you place your iPhone 8 or iPhone 10 down, and it just starts to charge. It doesn't stop there. You can place your Series 3 Apple Watch down on it, and it starts to charge as well. And you can place your AirPods with the optional new wireless charging case on it, and it starts to charge as well. They all charge. It is packed with many innovative features, huge list, we won't go through them all. They add up to a new, better experience. 64 gigs and 256 gigabytes. It'll be priced from $9.99, starting on October 27th. So this is our lineup for the holidays. Now, every year we say it's a great lineup for the holidays, and it is. but this year is really special.
An iPhone 10, the most advanced iPhone we've ever made. Face ID, true depth camera system, and more powerful technologies than we've ever put in an iPhone before. And we hope you love what we've introduced today. Thank you.